What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning on the left side of the map in the blue color. Playing as Poseidon. His name is Skady. I'm interrupted by Ghostleg. Thanks so much for the $10, my friend. Appreciate that so much. In the right side of the map, in the red color. Bringing the set out. I'm very excited to see this one. His name is Yoshii. I got a lot to say, and not a lot of time to say it. So let's just get into it right here, right now. Skady, he's down 2-0, or down 0-2 in this best of 5 series. It's a match point here for Yoshii. Yoshii's been playing out of his mind in this series thus far. Skady, he's been finding himself in nearly winning positions, or if not winning positions every game, and not being able to find that final key to the puzzle. Will he be able to work it out in this game, compose himself, and attempt to start the reverse sweep, which we know he's capable of? He's done it before. He is finding himself right now in a matchup which is very, very favorable for the Poseidon player. Poseidon versus Zeus. This is, as a set player myself, I call myself a set player. I'm a random god player, but Set is my favorite god. I've now decided it is Set. It's no one else. Set versus Poseidon, one of the more difficult matchups for Set. Why? There's a couple of reasons. First reason is that Poseidon is a cavalry orientated civ, which basically counters a large set of the set strategies, a large portion of the set strategies, because those Hippocon counter your chariot archers really, really hard, which is what Set's bonus is. Set gets the faster training on the chariot archers, Set gets the cheaper slingers. So archers getting countered. So you're countered on that front. The second front that makes life very, very tough here for the Set player is the militia. And why are the militia a tough thing? I will talk a little bit about what Yoshii did earlier, and this is 100% what he should do. It's really, really good. But the militia are really tough for the Set player to deal with. You also see a very, very early second priest here for Yoshii. I like that play. An interesting idea. So the militia are tough to deal with because you want to be doing timing attacks. Set's late game is really, really bad. So you want to be doing timing attacks. You want to be finding yourself a tangible advantage before the late game is set. Otherwise, you're most likely going to lose to pretty much every single civilization out there. So that's a big thing for Set. So the militia really slow that down. And then the third thing that Poseidon has, which is really tough to deal with, is Ceasefire. Ceasefire basically blocks one god power of Set. And Set, as I said, timing attack god. You have Shifting Sands, you have Ancestors, you've got Tornado, you've got Meteor, you've got Serpents as well. All of these god powers are aggressive god powers which help aid Set's ability to be aggressive. And with the Ceasefire being in there, it basically cuts that, so you can't use all three god powers in the same motion to hit a really, really strong timing attack. But what does Set have here? Well, Set's got these priests, and he is really, really using them to the nth degree, converting as much of this hunt as he possibly can. We do see the Theseus coming out, though. That's going to be putting a stop to some of this at the very least, as we see Rhinoceros Hippopotamus here getting converted, and the Theseus going to come through here. These animals will need to retreat for the time being, as Yoshii, he's still not advancing. To me, if I see an advance this late from a Set player, the only answer I can have, or the only strategy that makes any sense advancing this late, is a fast heroic from Yoshii. He doesn't have any villages on wood, so no pickaxe here for Yoshii, but a fast heroic is kind of the only thing that makes any sense here, as we do see the Pharaoh moving forward, wanting to get involved here. That Theseus does get bonus damage against the animals of Set, but unlike regular myth units, the animals of Set don't get a reduction in damage versus the heroes. So they actually get their full damage versus the heroes in the early game and in the late game, in the mid game, whatever. But they also do that, as we do see the villagers now moving forward. And Yoshii is indeed going for a fast second town center here. And when I say fast, I mean an incredibly slow second town center, as the villagers moving straight forward here The centaur in the middle of the map, I'm not sure even what the play is here, as the pharaoh going straight after that centaur over here. We do have that priest over here that can get involved. The villagers will be able to take out the Theseus, as the villagers coming over here do get greeted by the Hippolyta here. Going to start shanking that one down. This is an absolute nightmare opener here for Yoshii, as Skady now onto this town center. Villagers going to be shanking that one down, attempting to put a stop to that, as Yoshii sends all his villagers forward. There is ceasefire. Getting the ceasefire here with the villagers getting this town center up would be kind of a win, but there's so much loss to the resources now, or the income of Yoshii, as he comes forward, shanking the town center down here, and we do indeed see the ceasefire through for Skady, as Yoshii, he drops the granary. Is he going to be trying to eat this hunt while this town center goes up? I mean, Yoshii's plan here was and is always going to be that fast heroic. He's getting that armory down. Villagers on the front here. We do see an armory. He's literally just giving it away. The villagers are over here getting the armory up. These villagers idle over here. I'm not sure what's happening there. It can be a very, very difficult thing to kind of deal with everything going on with Set, because there's just so many units early and there's just so much going on that your economy is not set up ready to go. And we do indeed see the units have started to get the hunt over here. I feel like Yoshii would have already liked to have his armory up at this point and be advancing here after all is said and done. But the ceasefire is down, which means a timing attack for Yoshii is well and truly available for him. But the villagers, they need to retreat away. And we do indeed see him doing that. So many animals here for Skady to push the heroes away. This is a really crazy way to play Set. And it's the way that it's been people have played Set for a really long time. The one thing here that I think Yoshii is missing is Feral, because he doesn't have any of those monuments up. Feral affects both the animals of Set out of the Pharaoh and the animals that you convert, and it gives them a huge boost to damage, HP, and armor, I recall. As the units pushing in, going to be taking down these animals slowly. Skady now has his town center, archery range down, and a military academy down here for Skady. He's playing Poseidon, but it looks like he still thinks he's playing Zeus here, as the heroic age going to be able to come through very, very shortly. The armory now up over on that position as the villagers continuing to eat the hunt in the center of the map, as the units coming through slowly taking out Yoshii's villagers here. Nephthesis come through. Yoshii needs to start getting himself more gold income and thinking about whether he wants to go in with chariot archers or what, as the army coming forward and back here for Skady. Getting some buildings up. He's got himself 31 villages as the Nephthys is coming through. One town center set play is not something we see all too often against Poseidon, so I'm interested to see exactly how this is all going to work, as the Theseus almost goes down here, as the barracks coming up here for Yoshii. He wants to be making himself axeman or something, it seems here. As the units coming through, Yoshii does have himself 6 favor at the moment. He's got himself the monument to the villages up. I don't think he's quite going to have 10 favor, but it's going to be coming in relatively soon after he hits that heroic age, as all of the animals of Set slowly getting taken out. A couple of villages here going down as well, as it looks to me like Skady has kind of secured this position. He's got himself an army out. He's got 66 population. Yoshii's only at 38 population. He's going to deal with Hoplite Toxotes, as we do see an Ancestors Eclipse getting dropped down. What are these villagers doing here? Yoshii is going insane here at the moment, and we see the villagers shifting, sanding onto this position. The villager rush onto the town center 9 minutes into the game with the Ancestors Eclipse. The villagers repairing this one back up. Toxotes is getting huge amounts of damage here. The Theseus in the town center at the moment. The villagers repairing this one back up. Does Skady have himself masons? No masons just yet. As Hippolyta goes down immediately, rebuilds this one back up. Spearmen, axemen coming through. Any villagers gathering for Yoshii? No villagers gathering for Yoshii at the moment. His pharaoh was taken down as well, so he can't even make animals of Set here. Skady at the moment doesn't have a whole lot of wood remaining, as the Skady units retreating back. Villagers here for Yoshii. He's got 17 remaining. Even if Skady loses all of these villagers here, he's going to be completely fine moving forward. As the town center is still going down here. The villagers here can be utilized to snipe down those animals of Set, but smarter would be to just simply retreat back, give the town center up, keep the villager lead, and just find yourself in a fantastic position. As the Scorpion Men retreating away here, Skady gets himself up the stable. He's got himself some rhinoceros in his main base. No problems there. How many villages remaining? 16 villages remaining. Ladies and gentlemen here. 16 villages remaining. 14 villages remaining as the town center ends up going down. And the Hippolytes are going to attempt to retreat back home. Scorpion Man getting healed back up by that priest, as well as Skady retreats all the way into his main base as we see the archery rangers coming up. It's 35 population to 55 population. Skady needs to build some houses here. Looks like he's not quite aware of that just yet as he's trying to get all his villages back over here. Significant advantage here for Skady after all is said and done. Town center goes down, but at what cost? Well, the cost was all of Yoshii's villages gathering for about a minute and 45 seconds as they've only just started there. He did that attack right at 9 minutes. So that's a huge amount of resources already lost. And then the fact is that he's now down double villages, more than double villages here. As Skady, he's not going to slow down here. He's going to continue. He's going to move out here. He's going to start putting pressure on. We do see some spearmen coming out. The spearmen get hard counted by those hoplites. Not hard counted, soft counted by the hoplites. 34% damaged, 34% hack armor, 8 damage, 115 HP. Much better than the 7 damage, 40%, 70%. It's close, but the hoplites do win quite a bit. As the villagers now sneaking to a different position. The only real win condition here that Yoshii would have at this point, and I say win condition in a bit of a weird way because it's, even if he does it, I don't know how he kills the army, as Yoshii's village is now getting caught out of position. The only win condition I can see for Yoshii is a gold starve at this point, or a considerable amount of villages falling, as Skady sends 23 villagers to come and eat this elephant here. That villager going to get away with 1 HP there into the corner, as the Scorpion Man here starting to get targeted down that Hippolyta with only 30 HP. Will it be enough there to take it out? Looks like it's not quite enough. The Scorpion Man, 34 HP. And we do see the crocodiles are coming in. A man after my own heart. Do they have feral? Still no feral though for Yoshii. Still no feral. The crocodiles coming out. Let's talk a little bit about why crocodiles are really, really stupid good for set. The reason is because they only cost 4 favor. 4 favor is 40 resources. 76 HP? 11 damage? What does this look like to you? It looks like a fairly ripped spearman, if you ask me. It's only got 3.3 speed. But basically, it's just a crazy strong unit to add to your army. But is it any good in this situation is the big question. Obviously, it's good for Yoshii because he needs it to be. He needs them. But we'll see if Yoshii can make this work, because he's now making giraffes out of his pharaoh to eat after the elephant finishes up here. He's getting his villagers started, but Skady's got such a huge villager advantage here. This game, after all is said and done, I would have expected Skady to be in a better position here, but the game is not over. It's far from over, and I feel like Skady's best bet here is to just sit back on his villager advantage, get himself a second town center, secure his second gold mine, get to the heroic age. Don't force anything crazy here. Don't force anything crazy, and we'll see how it goes. As Skady poking his head in, he will be able to take this fight. But look at the crocodiles. The one weakness of the crocodile is that their pathing is quite bad, which is why, personally, I would only ever use my crocodiles if I've got a back line. The crocodiles can be the front line. They die quite quickly, but you have a lot of them. Chariot archers, slingers with the crocodiles go really well. But if you've got military infantry units, they kind of clog up each other and they kind of don't work well together in terms of the pathing. So life can get a little bit tough for them where that's concerned. As the Pharaoh gets sniped down there, the villagers joining in on this fight. As it seems like Skady did not heed my warning, but I don't think it matters here as Yoshii's about to get himself heavy spearmen. But all the villagers on the front line falling. The Toxotes getting good damage done here as well. And it looks like Yoshii going to be losing this fight here, losing his control in the center of the map. And what else can he do? He needs to get raids onto the villages. It's 18 villages. For 52 villagers, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to be 16 villagers to 52, or I guess 17 now that one's popped out of the town center there as the Toxotes chase down this one villager, and they do manage to snipe down that one. The Hoplite chasing these ones away. Yoshii moving up to the top side of the map. He just wants to hunt all the hunt in the center of the map, whereas Skady, he's now having to start farming. As you do see the spearmen searching around trying to find something up that top corner there. And Skady's like, get out of the center of the map. The center of the map is now mine. Skady pushes forward, and he can now start thinking about grabbing this town center back after all this time. As the two barracks in the center of the map will start getting targeted down. And the score differential here, it might not seem like a crazy amount different. 400, 500 score different. But trust me when I say Skady is in a commanding position here. And a big... I mean, he is in a commanding. He's about to take the barracks down as well. Taking out one of the big weaknesses of Egyptian, and I think that a lot of players don't realize this as much as they probably should, is that barracks, they take quite a while to build, 42 seconds. So if you pick off a barracks of a set player, it does a lot of damage to them. Compare that to like a military academy, which is 23 seconds, stable, 23 seconds. It's quite a bit longer to build a barracks for the Egyptian players. So taking those out actually really, really hurts. As the spearmen do find a decent fight here against those Hippocon, but I'm pretty sure the Hippocon win this fight. 2 versus 3. 3 Hippocon versus 2 heavy spearmen, but looks like Skady doesn't really want to take it as he gets the town center in the middle of the map. Yoshii retreating back to the main base. Villagers over on this gold mine. The home gold mine is finished up as Yoshii now starting the giraffes here. Barracks coming up in his main base as well here as Vision gets cast into his opponent's base, and he's just checking it out and seeing exactly how far behind he is, and he realizes, oh, I'm really far behind, and he says, all right, that's it, I'm out. An interesting game to say the very least here from Yoshii. Now, let's be real, I'll be honest here. If Yoshii had done let's say a 7-minute heroic age with this strategy, forcing the ceasefire, getting the hunt, 7 minute 30 heroic age, ended the Shifting Sands villager rush then, I feel like it would have been a huge difference in this game. And I think Yoshii here, he just was a little bit too slow to get those villagers up here and force that ceasefire to make this work. That being said, does it actually have potential to ever really work? I think this one's in the too crazy category of strategy here for Yoshii. But a fun game nonetheless here. Skady managing to get a win on the board. That's going to feel really good for him. If you guys enjoyed the game, as crazy as it was, please hit the follow if you're on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next game.